Hello, I'm Jamie, and today I'm going to talk about body positivity. I'm trans, I'm genderqueer, and I'm also fat, and at the same time I really have a pretty good relationship with my body. And I thought some of the ideas and thought processes that are helpful to me might also help other people. I do want to note, first of all, that I am able-bodied. I don't have an immune deficiency or chronic pain or mobility issues or anything like that. And if those are the kinds of body issues that you are dealing with, a bunch of the things I'm going to say in this video might not be helpful to you. So I'm going to link to something in the video and in the description that might be more relevant. So first of all, I want to differentiate between aesthetic versus practical body positivity. A lot of what I see online on this subject has to do with looking good and feeling like you look good. You know, trans people are beautiful, fat people are beautiful, that kind of thing. And that might not be helpful to you, especially if you're dealing with shame about your body or if you are dealing with gender dysphoria. So if someone says you look really attractive and your first reaction is, yeah, but do you only think that because you think I look like the wrong gender? Or if your first reaction is, you are totally lying right now, then those kinds of statements might not be helpful at all. In fact, they might have a negative impact. But I think it's important to keep in mind that you don't have to like the way you look. You don't have to feel like you look good in order to have a positive relationship with your body. There are all kinds of things other than the way you look that are great about your body. As an example, if I get sick, my body is really good at making me better. I could get a virus that, under other circumstances, could shut down my inner organs, and my body can start to recognize the virus and fight it off, and then like a week later I'm fine. I think that's amazing. Similarly, if I get injured or if I go through an invasive medical procedure, my body can actually heal wounds, and after a while everything starts working normally like it did before. It's like Wolverine or something. Like, I don't know how it works, but I think it's fantastic. And things like that make me feel really good about my body, that it's taking such good care of me, and it does a lot of really great things every day. Another example is that if I want to try to do something physical that I've never done before, like lifting something heavy over my head, my body will let me do that. Like, it might be hard and it might hurt for a few days, but I can do it. And then if I practice doing that thing like repeatedly every day, then I'll get better and better at it. Like if it's something to do with strength or dexterity or flexibility or endurance, I find it really amazing that literally all I have to do to be able to do a brand new physical task is to try doing it. Now, it's possible that you might want to feel like you're attractive, and that is completely legitimate. And I think a big factor in that is whether you feel like you are represented in the media. If you don't feel like you are, I think it can be really helpful to look at people who look similar to yourself. I think the more you look at a person's face, the more attractive you find them. Like, that's why if you follow a celebrity on Instagram, you find them more and more attractive over time. So I'm coming at this from a trans perspective, but I think it can work for other people too. If you know people in real life or online who look similar to you or who have physical traits in common with you, and you just look at their face a lot, over time you start to feel like the way they look is normal. And then you start to feel like the way they look is attractive, and then you might start to feel like you yourself are also more attractive. You can join a meetup group for trans people, for example, or specifically for non-binary people, or you can join an online community like on Reddit or Tumblr or Instagram or Pinterest, particularly if it's all about people posting selfies. If someone who looks kind of like you, or who has the same traits that you have that you don't like about yourself, if they post a selfie and say, "I'm looking really cute today," then that might rub off on you, and you might just start to feel like you also look cute today. Similarly, if you follow someone on YouTube who has the same kind of physical traits that you have, and then you end up watching a lot of video of them, and you get more and more used to the way they look, then you get more and more used to the way you look as well. But I do want to stress again that you don't have to find yourself attractive. And in fact, if you're having a lot of really negative feelings about how you look, you may want to just put that off for a while. Don't worry about it. See if you can start to feel more positive about your body in other ways first. I think that would be a good first step. One thing you could focus on is the pleasurable experiences that your body gives you. It could be something really simple, like having a nice warm shower, or falling into bed when you're really tired, or eating something delicious, or petting a soft cat. Take a moment to reflect on how your body gives you this experience, and it does nice things for you. Anytime you experience something pleasurable, that's something nice that your body is doing for you. I used to think of my body as a separate thing from myself. Like, I am my mind, and my mind is located in my brain, and the rest of my body is just like transportation, so I can get around from place to place. And maybe in the future I'll have a robot body, and that'll be just as good. But I think that kind of changed when I started to take more ownership over how I look, and how I express my gender, and that kind of thing. And nowadays, I kind of think of my body as me. I am my body. There is no difference. So anytime my body experiences something nice, that is actually me. And when my body does amazing things like healing from an illness, or becoming able to lift heavier things than before, that's actually me as a person doing those things. And that helps me feel more positive about my body as well. And so I hope that some of this has been helpful for you. I hope that you're able to feel better and better about your body, and that it's taking really good care of you. And I hope that you, in turn, are taking really good care of it. So do let me know if you have any comments or questions, and I'll see you next week with another weekly video. And I hope you have a really great day. Okay, bye!